As part of the legal homebrewers.
Yeah, I didn't know if we still said that, but
Yes.
I have the glass.
I even got the glass.
Yeah.
Swag.
I
I got swag.
I got both of
I
them.
got shirts.
Fighting glasses.
so we're over in Oakland, our Oakland store today. We usually do it in Philly or at a brewery, but figured we didn't want you guys have to pay the toll on top of the gas prices.
That is true. The insane gas prices.
So you guys had I don't know if you want to talk a little bit or you want to ask some questions first. I know we had Big Brew Day last weekend in downtown Oakland.
What is Big Brew Day like?
So it's actually a almost national holiday for us homebrewers. So the first Saturday of May every year, it's a big nationwide event, or I guess it's a big global event, where people get together and we brew together. Ours is more of a party, a celebration of homebrew, but we did have two groups of individuals brewing in 98-degree weather. So at least we had some.
You said it was only two?
Yeah.
We only had two.
We had 4 signed up. 2 couldn't make it because we had to shift the date because our original date was 40 degrees with 50-mile-an-hour winds and rain. So we had to draw the line somewhere.
Right over to 92 degrees.
Well, it was like almost 100 in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And these two
Oh, the
warriors,
blacktop, baby.
Tom Carolla and Nathan Wilson, stood out there and brewed beer.
I stopped by quickly
Warriors.
and said, "Wow, this is really hot. I'm going home."
But we still had almost 200 people show up.
Yeah.
So, like Mike was saying, it's essentially a homebrew street fair, beer festival, and we've got jockey boxes and people serving their homebrew, and the level of homebrew in this club is phenomenal. So
We're going to find that out.
we'll find out. No,
Not us.
These are ours, so-
Not us. Yeah.
These are people that actually brew more often.
So this is like technically the Big Brew Day, which is usually the first weekend in May, and then there's the Teach a Friend Brew Day, which is in November every year, which is more. You said it was like you guys have a party. I think all Big Brew Days are kind of a party. You brew, but you're also you're pouring beers and you're showing the community. But the Teach a Friend Homebrew Day is more of an educational thing where community members can come out and be like, what are you doing? Or they learn different equipment and different styles of brewing. So yeah. When you said it was semi-national or almost national?
I believe it's national.
They're both national. So they're both the American Homebrewers Association. So the Big Brew Day in May is a celebration of National Homebrew Day, which was essentially a celebration of when homebrewing became legal in the late 70s, thanks to Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
He's still alive. Do you know that?
He's still
Because he drinks beer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm convinced of.
It's because he legalized beer.
Yeah.
And then Learn to Homebrew Day in the fall is also an American Homebrewers Association event that happens every, like you said, November. But you said it's more education focused. What's the hobby about? What do we get out of it? How do you do it? What are the mechanics of it? What are the equipment?
Show off new
ingredients you
equipment.
need? Yeah, exactly. We get our homebrew shops involved, hopefully, and
We try.
they have an opportunity to.
So how does one get involved in the South Jersey Fermentation Club now?
Well, we have an extremely long URL that they can visit on the internet, SouthJerseyFermentationClub.com.
Did you spell fermentation right?
I sure hope so.
Yes, South Jersey Fermentation Club, but there's no I. no, it's right. It's
Just
right.
try a couple different things.
But you can try a couple different things. We also have a Facebook page. It's private, but if you answer 3 simple questions, you're admitted to it. And there's a lot of conversation that happens on there. But if somebody's interested in joining, even if they come down to the shop here and talk to Jim Fish, who's usually often behind the counter, he can tell people about it and direct them.
We chose to run away tonight. It was way too much wires, way too much technology.
But we have 2 chapters. So we have a main chapter, and we typically meet the first Tuesday of every month at Spellbound Brewing in Mount Holly. Although we're going to start rotating our meetings around to some other breweries in the area for the following months.
Nice.
And then
There's a lot in New Jersey.
There are a lot in New Jersey, and quite a few of the breweries that started in South Jersey came from members of our club. So they got their start. Spellbound was the first, I think.
Village Idiot.
Village Idiot, sorry.
First, yeah.
So Vince Machinero and Rich Palme started Village Idiot, and then Spellbound, and then Thirstday, and then it kind of goes on from there.
Yeah.
So we do try to rotate around to the different breweries that.
I think that's like kind of the whole point of a homebrew club is kind of an incubator. You know, it's a social club, but it's also there's a lot of people that are really involved that want to go professional, and what better input than a homebrew club to learn how to brew.
Absolutely, we've got all levels. We've got from novice, kit brewer. Actually, we've got people that have never brewed before. They're just interested in
Did
learning.
you just about say kid brewing?
Kits brews. So from
Brewing with
you can buy a
kids. Well,
kit.
brewing with kids is great because then you make them do half the work.
Also true.
I brewed with my kids many years when they were little.
The mash pan.
Yeah,
I brew with other people's kids because I'll have kids. When I tell them,
Yeah,
you brew all this
cleaning
stuff
and
for me,
everything.
and I'll sit here and watch.
It's
You
not
borrow mine.
illegal until it
You
turns
borrow
into
mine.
alcohol.
Yeah, I'll borrow yours.
But yeah, all levels from novice brewers right through to professionals.
Yeah.
We have competitive brewers that have won all kinds of medals. In fact, National Homebrew gold medal in this Jim Fish.
Yeah. One or two.
He got a gold, and Jeff Beto, who owns Zed's Beer in Marlton, got a bronze for an English style. I forget what it was. Mild? English mild, maybe?
I love English miles.
If anybody's listening, and
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong.
you want to correct stuff.
I'm listening and I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
It may be time.
Yeah, I think it's time. I'm gonna grab a beer. I don't know what I'm gonna grab it. Oh,
Hold on, I have some over here. These are supposed to
do you have the two that I brought in also?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, they're the Kirk bottles back there.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's go with this first. This is what Fish was like pointing out. I'm gonna let you. You do the reading.
Hey, Josh Atzer. Guess what club he belongs to?
Philly Homebrew Club.
He does not.
Without a
Josh Atzer belongs to the South Jersey Fermentation. Good guy. I'm not gonna preface anything about this. It was served at Big Brew Day. If this is the one I'm thinking about, it does look like it. And Josh is making some really nice meads.
So does it mean?
It is a session mead or hydromel.
Keep reading.
And so it's a lower alcohol, so it's 4.46. Started at 10.52, ended at 10.18.
And it looks like it's bourbon.
And I remember, so it's not listed here, but I talked to him about it on Saturday, and he did one DAP addition at the beginning for nutrients, and then that was it. And then the rest
Ammonium
familiar
phosphate
with,
for all those that were
Lutra.
wondering what that is.
Lutra's one of the new Omegas, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. New strain.
a quake. But added, let me see, he has mango, pineapple, lemon juice and zest, strawberry extract, and it was a wildflower honey.
I was about to say, I smell a lot of like
It's like a fruit salad.
seedy thing going on here, but that was a lemon.
Yeah, you get a lot of citrus on the nose.
Yeah, it's totally a fruit salad.
Mm-hmm.
What it smells like.
Whoa, it tastes like fruit
Like, you know,
salad.
when you open the
I thought
snack
this-
packs with the
I thought this was going to be a lot more like sour based because of that lemon smell to it. It is not.
No, it's very sweet,
It
but
is.
very fruity, not very
Extremely fruity.
So,
not tart.
so he
citrusy.
finished it at 1018 final gravity.
But it's on the nose.
So I
right?
wonder
It
if
is
he,
on the nose. Yeah.
I wonder if he
Weird.
pasteurized it and then re-added it, because this
Strawberry
is
comes
that tastes sweeter than 1018.
through a lot.
I think, well, the fruit. So yeah, well, we don't know if he pasteurized it. If we're getting the fruit sugars, but
Yeah, Josh, if you're out there, chime in.
I think he is.
I love that it's carbonated.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
very
it's
nice.
still.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
just it's not like super carbonated, which is great.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
really
like
like
the
it.
strawberry comes through really.
Is there another bottle? In
Yeah, I
there?
don't know why I freaking did that. That was
Yeah, there's like 3 bottles, and he gives us like the smallest pour.
It's been a long day.
The smallest pour in the smallest glass that we have, nonetheless.
All right, here we go.
I would have this
We'll let
with
everybody
breakfast for sure.
Yeah, right.
Everyone else finish pouring it.
I'm gonna pour myself another glass because this shit was
It
good.
is, and it was 100 degrees here in the parking lot on Saturday, and I kept.
Oh,
coming
this is
back,
perfect,
"Can I have a little more of this?"
Was
Oh,
it okay?
It was refreshing. It was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
would
refreshing.
have been great.
You know, the
Tried
second
another
one,
And if I had,
not
I
carbonated.
think I'm a little foggy from Saturday. But I recall. I think I recall having it.
Well, Josh said
No,
he
there's still a
didn't.
little
He didn't. He did not pasteurize this. I don't know. Did you guys mention anything about
Oh
pasteurizing?
yeah, I said
Okay.
it tastes sweeter than 1018. Final gravity, like or maybe if you added sorbate and then back sweetened it or anything.
No.
Or I'm just crazy. I mean, it tastes sweeter than 1018 to me.
Yeah, it could be an impression from the fruit.
Yeah.
It seems sweeter than it is.
But it also doesn't have that like artificial.
Yeah, it's still very drinkable.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. No.
I know, we got enough. Grab it for hydrometer and throw it in.
Yeah, right.
It would be a false sugar because there is carbonation.
He said he racked it onto some fruit, and a couple days later threw it in a keg.
That's nice. Oh, okay. So the next fair, then it probably leached out some of the sugars.
Yeah, I would think so.
And then you went straight in the keg. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's where you get your
Yeah,
carbonation.
So-
I was gonna say that's why I got this beautiful
What's
carbonation.
amazing about this Lutrin too is, this was fermented at 80 to 90 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
Ah, it's so
only
great.
for 5 to 7
great.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's clean.
Super cool. Yeah.
What was that beer we had last month? It was a pilsner that was fermented in 5 days.
Oh yeah, under pressure.
Yeah, under pressure.
Okay.
Do you know anything
With
about that? Like-
Lutrin or with
No.
It was the standard pilsner yeast, but like it's a new technique. I'm not aware
It
of.
was room temperature under pressure for like 5 days.
Yeah, and it came out super clean.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah.
I brewed a lot of lagers, and I would never have brewed a lager. I brewed them under pressure too, but never at 70 degrees.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind. How clean it came out with
And
that.
like, how much pressure was it under?
It said, it said on there. I think it was like 17 pounds.
Those are pretty
So pretty.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Pretty
pressure.
substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that helps suppress the
Diacetyl.
ester
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with it.
fruity.
This is really good. I like this a lot, Josh.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to age because of the low alcohol. I mean, it's probably not made to age. I don't see why you'd make a session meat.
Yeah,
to age,
I don't know.
but
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just wondering how sweet, how more carbonating it's going to get, and how long you have to
That's what I was
drink
gonna
it
say.
before the bottles start
Pulling
blowing.
that keg out, and there's still live active yeast in there,
Yeah.
and then it starts fermenting that sugar, or fermenting the sugars that were leached out from the fruits. They might go.
Get a little bit of a.
So let's make sure this one goes back in the fridge.
Yeah. Could be a bottle bomb.
Yeah, no,
So
this is
keep
great.
refrigerated or drink fresh.
Yeah. Tastes great though. I mean, like I said, it's only a 4%.
Yeah, 4.6.
4.46.
Yeah.
So I'm not imagining you're trying to age this at all. All right,
Now I want a fruit salad.
we're off to a good
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, that was excellent.
All right, we'll go for number 2.
Yeah, I think we can do number 2.
Or you want to call it a day, or just gonna do
We're done.
one and be done?
We'll go off hammer and then we'll drink it.
The thing with the beers that I brought is we do need corkscrew also.
You say corkscrews?
Not only.
I'm sure we got one in here somewhere.
I think there's one at the desk. Huh? No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Just keep it over here.
We do.
Hey, there we go.
The old trusty.
What are you pulling out now?
Man, it's gonna be a big cider day because we got more cider over there. So it's just not gonna be a beer.
Is this going to be the cider competition that we promised everyone? An impromptu cider competition?
I mean, we did talk about that, but we only got the 2 in.
We only have
Well,
2
now
for
we-
one
now
person.
we have-
Yeah, 2 for one person, so he probably won. But now we have this one.
So now we got first place
Right.
and second.
So this is Ian Henrich, and this is cider with mulling spices using CSO4 yeast.
Safalo 4 yeast, I believe.
Good old English.
Easy on the table, guys. Get a lot of elbows. These two.
Me and him. I
Yes.
thought that was the whole point of the lapel mics.
Well, he's got hey, don't do that.
Well, there's also a camera moving every time. Yeah, just don't hit the table.
Stop hitting the table, Jamie.
No, I'm not asking. Just tell them. Don't hit the table.
I'm just gonna blame it on Jimmy.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. It's a cool bottle.
1876. Huh?
It's an old bottle.
Whoa.
Oh!
Hey.
That's
Whoa,
nice, though.
whoa,
That's
A
nice.
little difference in those two, huh?
Bottle condition numbers.
I think that was just a professional pop.
Mm-hmm.
That one is definitely carbonated. And I don't have 5 glasses again. I'm doing great.
Let's have the beer in the bottle.
Spent glasses over it.
This one also is, equally carbonated.
That's good. We're sick of flat beer.
We haven't really
Cider.
had too much flat beer.
Huh?
We haven't had too much flat beer.
Because we keep yelling at everybody about it.
No, not at all. Condition. Yeah, so in that basement.
I think I brought a flat beer. Nice.
Oh man, it's the first time we can yell at somebody.
I mean, one is fun.
you mean
Like
still.
all of them.
It's
Yeah.
It's a mixed fermentation, so it's nice. Well,
So yeah, this is cider with mulling spices. No other information.
Cheers.
It was
Years.
fermented with Safalo 4.
Smells
Yeah,
like
other,
spice.
oh yeah.
But not overwhelming,
No.
which is great.
No, it's there. It's nice.
Even if you're out there,
It's got a little cloud to it. I'm wondering. I'm guessing you didn't use any pectic enzyme or anything.
I did drive it over here very fast.
Well, it's bottle conditions.
oh, is this the two that you brought?
Yes.
No, it's not bottle condition.
No, that's what I meant to say.
Oh,
It
okay.
isn't bottle
No.
conditions. So.
No.
So you picked up a little bit of chili.
Your goggles?
And that pectic enzyme can take care of that and make it crystal clear. Just so you know.
Oh, I got a chunk of something in here.
Very dry.
It is extremely
Yeah, especially going from that last.
Yeah,
which
right.
is
Yeah,
very
yeah,
similar.
yeah.
It's completely different.
I think I like the nose on it with this mulling spices. But I don't like the taste of it with mulling spices personally. I think like the spices.
I don't get much spice at all in the tongue,
Not the flavor.
which is fine with me. I don't want that to
I'm
happen.
not getting really much of
Really,
it.
I feel like
I get like apple.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
well, that's weird.
No, I get-
What's that doing?
I'm getting a very muted, almost like a
Nutmeg or something?
garam masala kind of.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's-
Yeah, I can see that when
Yeah,
you say
yeah,
it.
it's kind
Garam
of like
masala.
like an Indian,
Is it Indian
spice,
spice?
Indian spice, which does have
Okay.
nutmeg and
Yeah, sure.
and flavors.
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
So I'm getting that kind of earthiness.
You can make French toast with garam masala.
Oh, it's good. It's real good.
Can I turn this up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice and clean from the 05.
Mm.
Dry, easy to drink. If you're out there, what's
Oh,
the
04 or
ABV
05?
and all that?
Before.
Oh, four.
04. Never mind.
That's English. That's
No.
why it's so dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much else to say about this. It's good.
Good job.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it at all. Great job. Next time you
So you guys make ciders in the club? Have you guys ever done like group buys on the cider and stuff like that?
I have not. I would like to. In fact, I plan to do a cider this fall.
Mhm.
I have had some ciders in the club that are quite good.
We do the Freecon Farms. We get totes of Freecon Farm cider juice over in West Philly, like 2 or 3 times a year. You know, 275 gallon tote. And people pre-order it and come in and like, and it's unpasteurized. It's ready to go. If the FDA is listening, it's pasteurized.
We hold a lighter up to it before we get into it.
But yeah, a lot of people will just come in, they'll just grab 5 gallons, put it in a bucket, and then just take it home. Maybe pitch yeast, maybe not pitch
Just let it
yeast.
go.
We've done it plenty of times where we'll just have like a leftover and we'll just throw it in something and just left it.
Yeah,
And
but
it's produced.
It's good,
yeah.
Oh, it's been like some of the
Yeah.
best cider I've ever had.
One of them specifically, I don't know if we overbought or undersold or a little bit of both, but we ended up having like, remember those big Spadels, the big
Oh, yeah.
what were they, 30 gallons?
Yeah, so we had about 90 gallons.
Yeah, we had about 90 gallons left over, so we had 2 Spadels left over, and it was still just coming out. We're like, I don't know, here's a barrel.
Yeah, we were
And it
filling
was
up
like-
kegs of just straight up cider, bringing it home,
It was
breaking
a
up.
15-gallon barrel that we had a beer in previously, and we rinsed it. We didn't do anything else with it. We just rinsed it out really good, filled it up, and that thing started going off.
Real
And it
quick, that is bottle conditioned.
was- Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably drove it
Yeah,
over here
you
and
did.
got mixed
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
That's
right,
why.
yeah.
That's why it's
It's
hazy.
all in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've hit 2 birds with 1 stone right there.
I mean, you did walk in with them sideways.
Yeah, bro.
You skipped in. That's all.
What do you want me to sit up?
You're like,
He walked in and he was going like this, and then I was going like this.
So anyway, the barrel, we put it in the barrel, and it just took off with whatever bacteria and other yeast that were still in the wood. And within, I think, 6 days, it was crystal clear. And all the ones with Spadels were still cloudy and still fermenting. I don't know what was in that barrel, but was it good?
Bunch
Bunch
of bugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a barrel in the basement, maybe.
Yeah.
For some cider.
Yeah,
We should do a cider buy, so
Yeah.
let us know when that's going to
I
happen.
mean, they deliver too, so that's, I mean, we could totally do that. I don't think it would deliver on the weekend, so for you guys, it would be good to like have everybody come once.
Yeah, honestly, it's better just to do it over the store because we have refrigeration.
Yeah, right.
And we can stick the thing in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
People can drive the 5 minutes over the bridge.
We'll pay for your toll.
No, he won't. Don't say that. You're gonna pay for every club member's toll? Are you kidding?
Anthony will pay for your toll.
I will not.
Personally.
Nope.
I mean, I asked nicely, but he said no.
Nope. All right, man.
Figure it out yourself.
But yeah, you should.
The cider is so much discounted, the toll means nothing.
Well, we definitely,
Yeah, right.
one of the changes to the club name, right? South Jersey Fermentation Club and our newer
The
guest
Thirstday
I like
logo.
I like the
Yeah,
logo.
We got
yeah.
apple, we got barley and hops, we got a B for mead,
I mean,
and we do a lot of things in
So,
barrels. So
what you need to do
Yeah.
now is you need to put a SCOBY on
the scope's on the back.
Get some cabbage on there. Yeah, just get
We
it.
have it sitting right down behind it. Most
I don't
disgusting
know.
looking thing
Yeah.
ever.
That'll put you off kombucha if you ever look at the scope.
Oh, yeah.
Baba's Brew.
Those actually aren't that bad looking compared to them. So
Baba's Brew Olga in Phoenixville. She has big fermentary for kombucha, and in her displayed in her showroom, she has huge jars with lights going underneath that show the scobies.
That's kind of
So
cool.
it was definitely some mad science,
Well, remember when we had the American Street store, we left the SCOBY in the jar for so long, the whole jar became a
one SCOBY, and we ended up having to throw the whole jar out because we couldn't get the SCOBY out of the jar.
Well, I had to do that with one of the apple totes. We left it in the fridge and nobody thought about it. And then I went to hose it out and I had to pull out like a small child-sized SCOBY.
That's amazing.
Wait, should you remember the time that
Huh?
We said we should have cut it up and sold it.
the time
No.
I flushed the SCOBY down the toilet?
Oh, you can't do that, man.
You don't remember that in American Street?
That's a bad
Maybe you
idea.
weren't there. Maybe you never heard about that. But I flushed a bunch of SCOBYs down the toilet, and it clogged it really quick.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, they had to bring the snake out from the street and SCOBY.
Was the plumber just like,
And I
what
was
were you
just like,
thinking?
I don't know what happened.
Somebody did this.
The only time that I remember me having to snake that drain is when it was coming up from the floor drain during a massive rainstorm, and I had to run out to Aiden, who's passed, but from Sancho's Pistolas, let us borrow a snake so I could snake out our drain. But it was seeping in from the floor drain.
It's
I was
probably
like,
the SCOBY.
SCOBY.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't know about it. I never told you. Still living.
all right, on to the next.
Oh,
Grab,
Nick, Tim, and your dad are watching.
hey, happy birthday, Tim! It's my little brother's birthday.
Well, these beers are
I
in honor of
know
Tim.
he's over 21. I think he's 22, 23 now? I'm so bad.
Tell us in the chat, Tim.
Tell us in the chat how old you are. And
You
we'll
say
do
21 or 21?
22, I think, or 23. I don't know. He's old. He's getting old now.
I get it. I have a lot of siblings. I get it.
It's
man.
gonna be like
No,
17.
no, because
I know the
Maria's 10
birthdays,
years
but not
apart
the
from
ages.
me. So that would be 33. Yeah, I don't know. There's too many of us. I have
corkscrew down the side.
2 brothers and 3 sisters.
What is this?
This, I actually do need my phone. Give me a second. Because what's the on the cap of that one?
The cork? Oh, the cap. It's capped in.
118 or 811.
118.
B11.
It could be B11. Or it could have been, Bill without an I.
Well, Kirk texted me what they were, so I just had to find it.
Or
God.
it could be infinity equals.
This is only a couple days ago. How
Because
did
the cork equals infinity. I think that's what
Infinity
it's.
pi.
What?
Infinity pi.
Yeah, there we go.
Kirk, okay, 118 is a white wine barrel aged saison. And Kirk, I don't know if you guys know Kirk or not. He's a crazy fermentationist. He basically lives underneath the Elbe, and he has a house there that is full of barrels. He has 4 barrels in his living room, and he has
It's like it's
10
furniture.
spitels in his basement.
Wow.
And he has another 5 or 6 spitels in his kitchen. He is a mad scientist of wild fermentation beers.
You remember Al from East Coast East? You were here, East Coast East. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Al used to sell East Coast cheese only in Trenton. No, Princeton Homebrew.
Oh, but
Yeah.
this one is
Which is in
flats.
And Trenton now. Well,
Yeah.
I think did he close? Is he closed? I don't know.
Probably.
But yeah, he went to him and he knew Al really well, and then we opened up a store like literally 2 blocks from his house, and he came over one day and we were like, "What are you talking about?" Talking about Pediococcus and different temperatures to kill off different bacteria, and if you use this much bacteria to kill this bacteria, and we're just like, "Yeah, man, you do you."
But now look, that's all anybody wants, man.
Yeah.
These wild ass beers.
There you go.
Yeah.
So this one didn't ferment, carbonate.
I got
It smells like a good wine barrel.
I got bubbles.
Yeah, so his culture is like his house culture.
Okay.
It's what all of his beers are pretty much fermented with. And they're all pretty much wildly fermented.
Very acidic. A little bit, yeah. I have a couple beers of his at my house too.
Pithy.
50?
Pithy.
Oh yeah, right.
I haven't tried this yet. I feel like I'm not gonna like it based on all these
Oh, you're
descriptors.
fine. We don't really like sour
Yeah,
beers.
yeah.
So usually his beers are a lot higher carbonated.
I get the barrel very,
Yeah.
No.
very subtle barrel flavor with the finish.
It's got a lot of horse blanket in it.
Yeah, I'm not in love with it personally. It's just my styles for sour beers have gone away.
Not
Well-
sour.
I'd say this is way more wild than
Way
sour.
more wild than
Oh
sour.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, definitely more funky.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Fun. I like it. I just wish it was carbonated.
Yeah.
It would be better.
I would
It'd be better.
enjoy
if
this
it's
if it
carbonated.
had like
Did you see there was fruit?
no.
No
It-
fruit?
I said it was
Chardonnay barrel?
I said it was a
White
white
wine.
wine barrel aged saison.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
I get the
that's-
saison. I get the white wine barrel.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
check,
good
check.
Check.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
we
Don't get the
yeah,
carbonation.
50, yeah,
Not
yeah.
check.
I don't know where that pithy,
Yeah.
So,
wine.
yeah, what about hops?
Well, I mean, bread will do that. All kinds of things will do
Bread,
that.
yeah.
There's
Right.
definitely bread
There's
there.
definitely
Oh, yeah.
bread in there.
Yeah, you get the bread on
In
the.
fact, I wonder what time would do to this.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, time. This beer is probably pretty old.
Okay. So time is about the same around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what time did
You
to
know,
it.
like I said, he has stages of where the beers are in his house.
Yeah.
You've been there, haven't you?
I've not.
Oh my god.
I think I've
It's
seen
a
pictures.
treat.
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
That's
And it's funny too, because you're like walking on the street underneath the L and you look in this window. He always has his door open. He always just has the screen door closed, which is really weird to me in the city because it's underneath the L. And you imagine the colorful characters that come
Yeah,
walking around.
but you walk in there and you're kind of like, what's happening? Like, we're getting murdered in here.
But like from the window, you can basically
This is
see.
what Jeffrey Dahmer's on.
Yeah, right.
But from the window, you can basically see the 55-gallon barrel. Actually, they're 63-gallon or 60-gallon barrels.
Yeah, the French oaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Barely going through the door, walking in.
But that was interesting.
Yeah, we attempted a while. Well, spontaneous fermented project, and we might redid it. And I actually ran this project, and I thought it was. I'll just briefly describe this idea, and we might actually redo it.
We should do it again. We should do it.
COVID happened, and a lot of things have happened. But the idea was that
Right.
we have a group of people sign up, and we had one recipe. Everyone went through, take it outside, and leave it there. We kind of do it in the fall, kind of at the same time that the Belgians would do right at this time. And then after a year or so, maybe 18 months, we get back together, we sample everyone's beer, maybe do some blending.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, you were gonna. Sorry. You were
and
gonna
then yeah. So and then we would maybe barrel age it or do different things with that. Now the other part of this project, I want to do some little microbiology experiment, and that the beers that we really liked, we try to isolate either the yeast and potentially bacteria. That was going to grow that up, see if we could isolate that, and then have a more controlled blend
Yeah, right.
that we could kind of keep propagating, maybe bank it.
Right.
There could have been some potential. I work over at University of Pennsylvania.
Oh, cool.
And I do a lot of genomic research. And
What is the genomic?
okay, so the genome.
Oh, we're
Oh,
going
genome.
there.
Okay. I never heard like the.
That's genomics. And
How much time you got?
So there's the little things in the lawn that had the pointy hats.
Oh,
yes.
and then we could potentially have sequenced some of the sequence of these and see where they kind of, fall compared to known yeast strains. So
Right.
we had this whole idea, maybe a little grandiose idea, but I think reliving. I kind of like the idea of the blending and tasting aspect.
And that's kind of like what Matt Barber did at University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, that's
Yeah, the Philly sour strain.
It's a project that conceivably you could probably get Matt Barber to be a part of. I'm sure
Yeah.
he would enjoy it. He'll love it.
Yeah.
He's
We had him on
definitely a
show
science
7 or 8 with us. And we did that at Greensboro. Me and Joey Mackers here went out and did like a cool ship kind of situation.
Okay.
Right underneath the bee. So they had like beehives up on top of a barn, and then we just had a release of pollen fall in there.
Yep.
And we grew some funky looking things that probably belong to the toilet.
Another toilet clogger.
Yeah, I mean, Greensboro's great and all, but it is still surrounded on every side by city.
Yeah, right.
And not like far.
No,
It's like literally in the middle of the city.
I was just on vacation. We went to Cantillon in Brussels.
Okay.
And it's in the city. I mean, you walk through the city, and it's in the city, and you're walking there, and like, it can't be here. You turn a corner, and there it is. It's,
Well, wasn't the original-
amazing land mix for.
Is that where they moved the whole ceiling?
Yeah, it wasn't the
Yeah.
original Cantillon like out in the country, and then they opened that brewery and they literally cut the ceiling off and moved it, and helicopter lifted it, put it down because that's where the bacteria.
That's where everything was.
Yeah,
So,
so
I
the
mean,
condensation
that's where it
goes up, hits the bacteria and it falls back down.
Yeah, I mean, once you get the culture going, like it takes,
Yeah.
like your
Those
brewery
beans,
becomes
right.
that culture. I mean, even for a little while, we were culturing Jolly Pumpkin yeast. And for about a year and a half straight, every one of our beers had a
Tasted
Jolly
like
Pumpkin.
different.
That's a
culture.
ferocious. I
Yeah.
bottle, I grew some drinks up from a gentleman, and it's super assertive, and
We
it
had
just
to
takes
get,
over.
we had to get rid of everything plastic and
Fantastic.
heavily sanitize all our glass and metal.
Yeah.
It was the yeast.
Yeah. Have you ever had Jolly Pumpkin?
Whatever yeast
Yeah,
bacteria
but I
they
wouldn't
use.
think that.
I mean, and I think it all started from like one direct into one
I
barley,
use it. I use
and then we
it.
racked it, and then we racked another beer. It was like,
Skip around.
yeah, I think Pizza Brain. Pizza Brain was they're still open, right? They're still-
Yeah.
They had a pizza museum slash restaurant that we did their grand opening, and I had a beer. Okay, never tasted the first quarter. Was like, oh, it's a Jolly Pumpkin Stout. There you go. And everything it was like, happy accidents, but after like a year and a half, it was like,
Tired of it.
all right, let's.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the flavor.
That's a beer I want one of, let alone a
Yeah.
whole year's worth.
Not a year and a half.
Yeah.
worth.
Yeah.
All right, so on to the next one.
All right.
Let's do the thing here. So I can get a collection.
I do want to revisit that project.
Yes.
It's off camera. It's
And maybe when we're not officers anymore, we'll have some time and we can
Yes,
do these special projects.
You just announced that.
Oh.
Yeah,
cool.
we've done a couple when we had the American Street location and I feel like Homebrew Club was on like the excuse me, the up and up. We did a bunch of big brews where we had barrels in the store and stuff, and a couple of them came out okay. Some of them just turned into what is it, nail polish remover?
I still have a whole bunch in my basement. Yeah, we went out some kegs and we'll empty the crap out of them.
Yeah, there was some
We
bad.
do run barrels. Speaking of that, we had our club. We've done quite a few barrel projects, mostly all
Yeah.
barrel stouts. We've done the barley wine. And yeah, they're a lot of fun, and especially we all get together. We're in someone's backyard.
Have we had any of those beers on the show?
What, the big ones from like
From our
Andy?
club?
From Andy's backyard?
Yeah.
No.
That's
What's
what I
this?
thought.
Yeah, we've done them a few times.
So this one.
And Andy does his own too.
Yeah, take a
Yes.
second.
So we are drinking something from Steve McGrew.
It's Big McGall.
It's McGall, and I call him Mega W.
Mega W. It's all Galaxy New England IPA at 6.5%.
So
Yeast was Rye 97 and Verdant. And then his phone number and email address on here, which I'm not going to give you.
Nah, give me them. I'll put them on.
Unless you have something really nice to say.
So Steve did that. I think it was that Pilsner. What was that Pilsner that we did at Imperial? We were over there. That was like.
I don't know, but I love the smell of this.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Steve does a lot of
I still
beers.
do.
Yeah, he always brings beers.
I love Galaxy, and this
Yeah.
one is right at it.
This,
Great nose on this
this just goes right up your nose to your brain.
I'm
What
sorry,
if-
Nick, you were saying?
No, what does it smell like? Describe it for the people
It
watching.
smells like
Galaxy.
really fresh Galaxy hops. Like you took like the Galaxy hop tree and was just like dumping it in there and then slapping it on your face.
See, because I don't like the smell of this at all.
Fruity.
You don't like the smell?
It smells like a foot. I don't like
It
it.
smells like a foot.
Dank, like a dank basement. I don't
I
like
like
it.
it.
I would lick a foot if it smelled like this. And
Maybe,
I don't like
maybe I
licking
got,
feet.
maybe I got the ass end. Let me see.
No, it smells like good feet.
No, it smells like
No,
basement.
I'd blame Fish's glass washing skills.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I get it.
Yeah, I get no, I get it juicy.
Yeah,
Again, this
yeah.
was dry hop, I'm guessing. It's
Super dry.
Yeah, it's gonna be late edition hops.
I get a little bit of
I mean, not late edition,
touch
but
of
the,
hopper,
A little gritty.
Yeah, you get a little bit of.
I get a little hopper.
but
Yeah.
give us another week. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's a little. It's very aggressive.
what's
You
hop
get-
burn? Hop burn is in like bitterness.
No, it's like
It's like portofino-y.
Yeah, you only get it right next to touch one. You get it in the back, far back of your throat. It's got that like it almost scratches.
Yeah, like a chalky- chalky bitterness.
Getting a little bit. I mean,
almost not quite as stringent, but like
Well,
It's
I
not a
did the
bad
insurance,
word.
yeah.
a little bit stringent.
I'm just wondering how long it was dry hop for, because that usually happens. Like the taste I'm getting is what usually happens when you over dry hop.
yeah.
That could be too long. Yeah, absolutely.
Like the
Well,
smells
like-
great,
And
but
sometimes
That's
like
the
hopper
usually
can settle out.
the chlorophenol, or not chlorophenol, the chlorophyll.
pork.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, if you're kicking around in the chat, let us know. Let us know what you did, bro.
Let us
But I-
know
but
your
I actually-
schedule.
I like the malt level too, right? So it's not too dry.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like perfectly rounded.
It's supported a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of kind of resilience.
A little sweetness to
balance
so it's not,
out that.
so it's not a stringent.
There
Can I
is,
taste
but-
yours?
But I
Can I
think
taste
it's,
one of yours?
You want to taste mine?
Yeah, let me taste one of yours.
I think it's there. Like I said, it's there, but I think it's overtaken by the greatness of the
A
hop.
little bit, yeah.
Then like it kind of kills it, to be honest with you.
I mean, I like
Like you can taste the potential.
Yeah, but
You
it's
really can.
But
I mean,
it's
if you
just
like
like
this, I mean,
it's like you just dumped your hot balls into it.
but
your hot balls.
That's how I feel. I feel like I dunked my balls into a hot.
either maybe just a little bit less time
Yeah.
with the dry hop. Or
Less time or
temperature,
stage it.
yeah.
Like if you want to aggressively dry hop it for a couple days, pull it. Other fresh dry hops, a couple days, pull it.
What if it was for like, what if it was dry hop at all? And it was all just like a pound of pellet at 170 degree whirlpool.
I don't think so. This is definitely dry hop.
This is definitely tastes dry hop. I mean, yeah, maybe, but I don't think so.
Or even lower. Yeah.
And there may have been still hop matter still left.
Absolutely.
That's what it tastes like.
But
Absolutely.
to me, that's why I
Yeah.
say give it another week or two, and
Settle it out.
it might settle out.
Is this another one of those right there?
Yes.
We should put that in the fridge and try it next
Yeah,
week.
try again next week or something.
Yeah.
And we'll leave this label on for next
I'd be
week.
curious if this was bottled off the keg or if this was bottled condition. You see anything about it?
You want to bring it back with you?
I will. Not tonight, but yeah.
Yeah.
So especially if it
Well,
was
it's,
Yeah,
kegged.
that's definitely. Yeah, so that's how they can. Yeah. And that's the same thing with that Pilsner, like, last month or 2 months ago that he did. It was also crystal clear. So he's definitely doing a beer gun on that. Like the Whitman beer gun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
Just,
Like the Blickman Engineering brand beer gun?
Sponsored
Yes.
by.
Sponsored by.
Not Blickman.
unless they pay us money. Because we have to pay that money.
Quite a
We were
bit.
actually very kind and donated raffle prizes
Oh wow.
to our Big Brew Day event.
Yeah, shout out to Blickman.
I was looking at beer again.
Was it?
Yeah, and the fetish gloves and
The fetish
the
gloves.
anvil was liquid as well.
Yeah.
So, burner.
Oh well.
Yeah, but maybe not say it out loud. But yeah,
Really?
yeah. They have a very hard division between the two brands. They don't. Yeah, it's like the.
Well, people who use Anvil like to say it's Blickman, but if you use Blickman, don't say it's Anvil.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I've seen like their do not mention like it's same factory. Last night, it's probably like Liquid's more American product and
Oh yeah,
Anvil's more
I think
Chinese
Blickman's
product.
manufactured in America.
Yeah.
Anvil's manufactured
Well, forgive me.
overseas.
That's okay.
They're all
That's
good.
okay, because
Oh,
we just
yeah,
we just had a Blickman burnout.
I mean, I'm advertising tonight.
There you go. There was
Free half.
We had one burn out on us, like last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I just fired up the V2 Anvil. It's great. There's like a really nice false bottom.
Oh, was this the version 1 we burned
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Ah, so
you
version 2.
turn on to it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
I asked Nick first.
So,
Just so I didn't-
so Blickman-
No, we used it a lot for a while. So.
funny old story about Blickman. This is like 2013. I sent out an email blast being like, "It's Christmas, 20% off of everything." And John Blickman was on our mailing list, and he wrote back and he's like,
Nope.
"Not on our stuff and product." like literally was like, "No." Like redo that whole email and say it's on Blickman product. And I was like, "Wow, well
That's
Okay.
customer service.
yeah." I was like,
I mean, hey, it's his thing, man. Yeah.
He's like,
protecting his IP.
yeah, he's
it's
like,
brand
"Don't."
Well, there's that. It's the map. It's the map
It's the same
too.
situation
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did with it.
They would just come to your door and beat you up, though.
I think you guys brought some beers too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gone through all the nailed in ones yet?
There's a glass shortage.
It's not glass shortage.
I can run to the-
It's
I can-
party night right there.
I can run to the car. I mean, I have cups in the car.
Jimmy's just tired. And
So am I.
He's drinking too much, but he only has to crawl home, so we have to.
That's not the problem at all. I'm just saying I have to
I need to
go to the men's room.
Go for it.
bring some tasters over while you're.
Some tissues for
Glasses.
crying.
What size are these cups
I
you
need
got
an
there?
opener.
Oh, yeah.
So this is
Oh, it's
this
those,
is a
alright.
mystery.
Okay.
This has been sitting in my refrigerator
This is a beer.
for a while. It is presumably
It smells sweet.
it's a fermented product.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it doesn't smell like
Yeah,
beer.
it's carbonated.
Oh, okay.
And what's on the cap?
PP.
PP.
Fermented PP.
Oh, this isn't the one.
Oh, shit. This is wrong answer.
I think
Sorry.
I think it's something with pawpaws.
Oh, neat.
Pawpaws.
Yeah, they're little fruits.
Pawpaws are little fruits. Actually, I think they're kind of big fruits, aren't they?
I've never actually seen one.
I have not seen.
I only know
I
the-
didn't make this.
Yeah,
It's like, I have this beer. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So I only have the one bottle.
We know nothing.
5 cups.
All right. Getting the guys in
They
there.
look
Yeah.
like I had some junkies.
Yeah. What have you?
We're
What
going
have?
last first.
What have you unleashed?
Oh, that's got a lot
That
of
was a fun
junkies.
experiment.
Is that a
one may be-
SCOBY?
This might be going right.
Oh, that's a lot of
That's
shots.
going right down the.
How's it smell?
Well, that
How,
was a fun
how's it
experiment.
smell?
Doesn't smell too bad.
It doesn't smell too bad.
Give it a little-
There's
give it a little sip.
lot of chunk in
A little
there.
sip
There
on
is a
there.
lot. I'm just gonna pour
It's
on.
it's a
It's a new genre of beer. It's a
My
solid,
goodness.
solid
Yeah, it
beer.
is.
It's solid ale.
All right, I'm gonna take a little sip.
Get in there.
All right.
dial 911.
Get on. Yeah, it's on. It's ready. It's always ready.
Ooh, that's got some pH to it, on the low side.
Did you get a chunk? Did you-
I didn't get a chunk.
Well, that's you gotta
teeth.
you gotta chew on it as you.
Had another wow.
I did too, and it was amazing.
It was
The
excellent.
beer's
It was
good.
amazing.
There's just a lot of chunks.
Yeah, I think it's.
That was
Okay.
It's funny
because I wasn't
because
gonna try by myself. So if we were to bring it and do it live,
For other people.
it tastes like a clean sour ferment, but it honestly
getting
has
growing.
something going in there.
Yeah.
Looks like there's layers in the bottle.
Yeah, I mean it may have just been like the last bit
The last one.
Neat.
There you go.
because there's a nice.
Let me get a
thick
smell.
layer
Let me get a
at the
smell.
bottom. You wouldn't like that one.
what do you think? 5.
Awful. Yes.
5, 1 for the clarity can.
Hopefully this isn't terrible.
That's always a good way to start off.
Hopefully.
Hopefully this doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I start off every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's only uphill from there, right?
I wake up and I go, hopefully this doesn't suck.
Usually does.
And then I pack them off. Then it doesn't suck anymore.
For a little bit.
Well, then you just pack it again.
Oh!
And you just keep doing it until the day's over. Dad, earmuffs. Whoa, look at that. That's stained the bottle.
That looks nice, man. Tell us a little bit about this mead, please. Do you not know what's in this one?
so-
either?
so I do know this one.
Okay.
You did miss the chunks that came out of, which
Oh,
bottle was it?
it's over there. You can
This
probably
one?
pour
Is
some
it
more
this one?
chunks. What is it?
Pour some of this bottle into one of those glasses.
One of the dirty
Well, I
glasses.
just washed the glasses. I don't
No,
know.
one of the dirty ones.
It's a beer that eats like a meal.
There's no more
That's the
chunks.
wrong
though.
one.
There's
You can use a fork with it.
No, that's it, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I think that. Oh,
Wait,
maybe.
so what was it? It
It was a sour beer that grew some chunkies. And when we
It
poured it, it was
a
like
wild ferment. It was in the back of my refrigerator for
Oh.
I don't even know how long. And I know who gave it to me,
Tell
but I
us.
didn't want to tell them
Tell everyone.
that I forgot about it in the back of the refrigerator, and it turned into chunky soup.
Yeah,
It was an excellent beer.
the flavor of it was actually very good. I wish it wasn't so chunky. I probably would have drank more of it, but I'm just not into
Oh, it looks nice.
things hitting the back of my throat when I'm trying to drink.
It's not what you said last night.
Crazy.
Hey!
So what is this? What is
Alright,
this?
so that did stay in the bottle.
Wow, look at that.
So this is a blueberry mead that I made with Kyle McCarran a couple years ago. Freeze-dried blueberries, fresh blueberries, frozen blueberries, shit ton of blueberries.
Any blueberry you can find, you just throw in
It
there.
was in there.
It's like, come here, blueberry.
We threw in some vanilla beans as well, but I think the vanilla beans, now you can tell me, but I think
Not
they
enough.
kind of lost.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I guess you can kind of smell a little bit of vanilla in the background, but not much.
There would be
It's
a lot
definitely
of vanilla
overpowered
beans.
by blueberry.
I love the color of
This
this.
is done, man.
Blueberry mead.
Look at that bottle.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This is great.
Oh, it's not bad. I like that.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, after the last one, who knows what's gonna happen when I drank it.
I get the.
I'll tell you what.
I get a little bit. It's a little creamy.
I
It's not bad.
definitely taste the vanilla. It tastes like a blueberry dreamsicle. Like
Kind of the
if you
goal.
had like an orange.
I get
sickle
it, yeah,
and
yeah.
made blueberry
Did you
instead.
make this?
Tastes like that.
I made this with Kyle McCarran. Yeah.
Did you make it with blueberry honey too?
This was, oh gosh, I have to remember if it was actually blueberry honey or not. I think it was.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
But I gotta double check.
We used to do blueberry wines all the time.
Yeah.
Remember, we could barrel, 53, 60-gallon barrels of it. And I did the math, because we ran a wine club for a long time. I did the math. I think we did a small batch, and I was like, wow, that's really good. And everybody in the wine club was like, hey, I want to do that too, because we were passing them out. So I did the math, and it turned out to fill a 60-gallon French oak barrel, it took 666 pounds of blueberries.
That's it.
A lot of blueberries.
Yeah.
But also 666. I was like, that's cool.
Look at that.
We're doing it.
The devil's mead.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, fortunately, we're in blueberry country, so it's all
Yeah,
good.
exactly. Yeah, no, I just went up there. I think at that time, I got them for 80 cents a pound. Which is great.
That sounds like a good price for
But
blueberry.
that's it. Yeah. Now I'm sure.
TV
Like,
600 too.
Did you pick yourself?
yeah.
Yeah, I made like a
Made the
label
devil.
for that one and everything. That one looked good.
What's that?
I remember I made the label for that wine.
Yeah, it was the blueberry. The
Yeah.
guy from the blueberry.
Oh, the blueberry.
Oh, blueberry. Yeah, blueberry. Yeah,
Blueberry
yeah. The
lime.
cereal.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And I saved a couple and aged them out. And I remember I gave one to Eli over at Tonewood before I tried it. I was like, it was great 4 years ago. Here, have one of these awesome wines. And then I left. And then 3 nights later, I was like, I'm gonna try one of these, and it was horrible. It was like really bad.
Well, awesome doesn't have to be good.
Yeah.
It did not age well at all.
Yeah.
That was
So just
great.
because I'm sitting here, you can give me feedback.
Yeah, this is.
That was good. I like it a lot.
What's the alcohol percentage? Is it like 8?
No, I want to say it's 12 at least.
Is it?
No.
For somebody that doesn't really like mead that much, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And like, I don't like mead because I don't really like fermented honey flavor. It has a muskiness to it that I just don't like. Unless it's carbonated, because then that is like that Rabbinic bite kind of cuts into that flavor. Or if it's like something with fruit,
Like
sweet.
overly fruited.
Yeah, exactly. Then I can drink it. But otherwise, when it's just like straight up mead, I'm just like, it just hits me in the back.
No, it's really. It's not too
Two
sweet.
super
Which is
fruity
nice,
meats
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Like between the session meat earlier and this is not a session.
There's such polar opposites. Though, so it's interesting.
Yeah. So I like mead. This is weird. I would love this on ice. With
I
a
get
little bit
that.
of
I get
carbonated
that.
water,
Yeah, I get that.
right?
Oh,
Little spritzer,
Or
little
just
spritzer
carbonated
action.
itself.
Yeah.
Huh?
Or just carbonated itself.
Yeah.
Do we have any seltzer here? Do we have anything?
No, I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, like maybe a little spritzer out. Cut it.
No, that sounds
Because
very
that,
good, yeah.
That would cut that muskiness down and also add the carbonation to it. Cut the alcohol down to a manageable.
I don't get any musty. I don't get any must on this at all.
No, you don't get
Then
it.
you
You're
just
just
sit on
saying
these
in general.
Oh, sure,
But
sure,
yeah.
sure.
No, yeah, you're talking about like the not musty, like the honey, the fermented honey flavor, the concentrated honey flavor. That,
And actually, I was afraid of overpowering. Because you still want it to taste like a meat, right? Or at least I did. Not you.
right.
Fruit juice
So I
all
was
the
afraid of
way.
overpowering it, but I think you do still get a little bit of the honey. I mean, you know this is a meat, not blueberry.
Yeah, it's not a blueberry
Yeah,
wine.
it's not blueberry wine, yeah, blueberry beer of any sort, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you still have that honeyness.
If I can have blueberry mead that just tastes like blueberry wine, I'm good.
No, that's really good.
That's my mom's.
I love it.
Damn it.
I don't know.
You actively put it on silent. I
It's
watched.
gonna be a while doing that. Weeks with Oxy.
Yeah.
PBW
for a long
with 5-star brand PBW.
I hear you can recycle it.
You know what's better than PBW? Phobie-W.
BW. Yeah, it's our brand.
That was a
It's not
faux
five-star.
pas. Just
It was.
Should've said
We don't step on it like
Phobia.
5-star. We give you all the whatever it is. Insert whatever it's called
We're
chemically.
touching all the brands
Yeah.
today, aren't we?
We're just
Yeah.
looking for sponsors.
Yeah,
Come on,
fucking
sponsor us. All right. Do we have another one?
So I just watched St. Hots.
All right, we have another one.
So now you have to drink beer.
Yeah.
Well, there's some more in here.
I mean, fish.
Well, then-
Fish
What
has
else?
like.
You guys brought one that was chunky. One that was
I
delicious.
have two.
Yeah.
bring that bottle. I'm gonna finish
It was really good. I like that. That's my favorite thing so
I
far.
don't think
it. No,
it was.
this is the cloudy shit down here.
What are you gonna do, right?
Murky.
That was pouring
All
it
right,
very
what do you want?
I never read.
So, something I have.
It is much darker.
Well, at this point, I wonder if we should do the. I have a mixed ferment an apricot style. That might be nice to follow up.
Yeah.
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 Anthony won't like it, but that's okay.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I don't.
I like that.
This
Yeah,
one,
we need a palate
and this one
cleanser.
we should not pour the bottom of that because there will be some stuff in the bottom, so just be careful with that.
That's his middle name.
Yes, it is.
It's a nice color.
It is a nice apricot color.
Really is.
Whiskey. That's great.
Yeah, right.
It's a little still, unfortunately.
Oh, this is the one you were talking about?
Yes.
Today is the day of still
So-
beverages.
I think still beer is the next thing.
It is.
Don't wish that upon me. Don't make that.
So you guys can,
I don't
get
I don't think you're the first person to say that. I've heard that somewhere else too.
Milk tubes, still beer, and anything with lactose in it.
Milk tubes are great. I love milk tubes.
What's a? Oh, you're talking about the milk pour?
Yeah, it's just all foam.
I've never actually had one. It seems
Yeah, it's not good.
we're just doing things we're not supposed to do. I don't get it.
It came,
I'm not a
came
fan.
from like a place that's been drinking beer way longer than we have.
I'm not a fan because I like
True,
to have
true,
a glass of beer.
Yeah.
Drink it. Nobody's forcing you to drink milk tubes.
I mean, I'm
You
just
just
saying
throw it
why I
down
don't do it.
and then you have your other beer with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a gimmick.
every time.
It's
time
fun.
I-
Give me
I-
one.
It's
I-
fun.
when
You
I-
buy one and that's it.
I associate
I
beer
don't expect
foam.
to pay for one though.
Like,
Yeah, right. That's
They're like $1.50.
when you drink beer foam, I associate that with like when I was in high school and I would pound like Miller Ices or whatever freaking brand it was. And
Ice
I would,
House.
Ice House, yeah. And then I would throw up all the foam because I was popping it so quickly. That's why I don't want to drink a glass full of foam.
Well, there's-
because I fear that I'm just going to throw it back up again.
It sounds like you have some trauma.
I
That's
do.
triggering.
There's that. There's
It's the
that.
weirdest experience I've ever had. Like, you're like sitting there ready to throw up, and I don't like throwing up. So like, if I'm gonna throw up, it better be a good throw up.
Does anyone like to go?
Yeah.
There's some weird people out there, and like I
When it
just
doesn't come out
Women
your nose.
you know, a nice chunky solid throw up. But this was
Sure,
just
yeah.
like I opened my mouth,
Just
and
spitting
it was
foam?
just- it was like, you know, a beer faucet when you're it's
The,
going wrong. It's
the
just
last
pure
viewer
foam.
just signed off.
Yes. And now we're alone.
There it was.
All right, what do you got?
But anyway, sour apricot.
Sorry,
I
so
get
this
bread.
is
Yeah.
a golden sour kind of base. So this is I did look at this. It's up, yeah, it was supposed to be golden. So it's about 70%. It's just 70% pale ale, about 10 or 15% low wheat, low, aromatic malts, some flaked wheat, and then I use from the Yeast Bay the Melange blend, which is I think there's 5 Brett's in it. There's like 2 or 3 Saccharomyces, some Pediococcus, some lacto in there.
I like that.
So did you? What did you call it again? Golden.
So basically, my recipe is
It was carbonated.
I know. So I try to naturally carbonate this.
I like it still, even though it's like it's.
I think this came out really good. I think this.
It has it has a Brett nose to it, right? Like
Right up front.
But when you
This is
taste
great.
it, it's
but
Brett.
definitely better cooked.
Yeah.
But what, like it washes down clean. Not like super bright, not super
Nice
funky.
acidity to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
How old
actually,
is
with the carbonation,
This is probably so I fermented it for about 16 months, bottled it. So it's probably been in a bottle now for about 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
Goes down almost, and this is this is by no means an insult. It almost goes down water. It's just like there's like no body to it.
There is no body left yet.
Which is great. I love it.
Yeah,
The body's gone.
Yeah.
That's why
Chew up everything. No
carbonation
sugar.
this will just like lift this up.
And I did my best
Nice
to.
and dry.
I wanted to give a lot of food for the bread, so I mashed this really high temp, put a lot of dextrins in there, keep it.
those dextrins are gone.
And these dextrins are all gone. I mean, this is obviously on there. You can probably see how clear this.
So that bread
is. Ate
ate through
everything.
everything.
Just
It sounds like a
don't look
wine,
at mine because I
wine
do myself
carrying
the
into
last
it.
one.
Yeah.
Do you want
there's
this?
definitely some. There was definitely some fun. There's definitely some yeast in there.
Yeah, I
I tried to recarbonate with some champagne yeast. So
There's nothing left.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no sugar.
Did you add any more sugar to it?
I did add some corn sugar. I tried to get secondary fermentation going to get some carbonation here. It just never really took.
So the problem is your pH is probably too low.
Exactly.
So like I used this is like, I'm
Nothing
sorry,
was gonna happen.
so
So
you just put me in an environment that I really don't like.
I should have forced carb, but with sours, I don't want to have a keg. This is the problem that I have with. I love sour.
Need a sour keg.
I have a sour. I do have a sour keg, but I also don't drink sour. I love sours, but I don't drink them enough.
Right. Yeah. It's
To
not
keep a dedicated keg to them.
right. Of course.
So that's
That's
my
why you
problem.
share.
That's why I like to bottle and share it. So maybe I need to buy another one of those companies beer guns dedicated
That
for sour.
company.
You get the beep beer gun.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
heard they're on sale.
Yeah. And then have
Oh,
a dedicated
20% off.
sour beer gun.
No. No.
Cease and desist.
That
love
is
the-
tasty, man. That is really.
I love that East Bay's their blends are just phenomenal.
Can we get that's strictly like still the source?
I think you have. Yeah, I ordered it directly
from them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Are
they're.
they still doing it or?
I
Because I know they were big for a little while, but then I haven't heard anything about
I
it.
don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Because obviously this is probably 4 years ago.
Is there an equivalent that Omega or Pure?
Yeah, I mean,
There
any kind
there-
of- any
there
kind of
probably
good
is,
blend
yeah.
Of multiple. Like I said, I think there was 8 different.
I used this lacto blend from Omega on, it wasn't a beer ferment.
It was soup.
Huh?
It was soup. You made a fermented soup.
I made
Was that
I made a
fermented
ferment out of pumpkin seed, sprouted pumpkin and sprouted quinoa.
Smelled great.
And it wasn't for consumption. It was for like a farming thing. And but you basically it's the same process of making beer, where you mash the seeds to somewhat get a little bit of conversion, then you add sugar, and then you add the lacto. And that lacto blend, it just pillacle right up. It was a beautiful pillacle, and it brought the pH down to 4, like I think it was like 3.8 or something. And
in what, like 48 hours?
Probably. I left it for 7 days on the seed just to try to get a little bit of the fermentation to break down the seed.
You're brave. You're brave too.
Why is that?
Being in that same building.
Yeah, it was fun.
No, it smelled good, man. He's, like I said, like he was cooking soup the whole time.
Yeah. When you smelled it, it smelled like fruity and stuff. I took a sip of it, and it was straight up sour. Like I was like, wow, this is actually not bad for it being not a beer at all. Like that, I know that blend right there. I would actually like to see that in beer because that thing soured up real good.
No, customers like it. It sells really well.
Yeah.
But no, Omega has 6 different bread yeast combinations. They have like 5 different blends and a couple isolated strains as well.
Nice. Yeah, I was definitely impressed with that.
more bottles.
It did well.
Well, then there's 4. There's also 4 taps.
Right.
Soda stream.
I
So put in
Oh
soda
yeah,
stream.
you need a dedicated soda stream.
Yeah,
Or actually, you know,
yeah, but then you know, I guess
Yeah, carbon cap. Yeah.
PET 2-liter bottle. I got one of those carb caps.
I got carbon cap too, so I could do that.
You've got your own solution.
Carb 'em
I
up.
got my own solution.
Within your
Go do it. We'll be waiting.
All right,
So,
let me get back.
you gotta, I'm gonna bring out this great bottle, but I gotta do a few things first. Positive portion of the soda bottle. First time first egg shakes up and you're just sitting here like, the fuck is going on? What? I have to drink that? Alright, what's next?
We have 5 empty glasses.
We have one more left. What time? Are we
We're at 8:30.
It's 8:30.
I mean,
We're at an hour. We're at an hour.
we're at
Between
an hour.
8:30 and 9.
We usually end at like
Yeah.
8:30.
We have.
There's more.
We got more beers.
I have gloves. I'll get the cups. I have cups.
I do want to open the other one from Kurt because that one was a miss, and I want to try.
Okay.
I want to hit. I want to hit from Kurt. Because Kurt, sorry, Kurt. This one had some good flavor, but it
Beer
wasn't
was
good.
booty Kurt.
Yeah, it wasn't carbonated. I'm not a big fan of not carbonated sours. Not
What?
saying this one was this one was good.
Hey, you can use it.
So we brought you meads and carbonated beers, all your favorites.
All our favorite stuff.
Hit them all.
Honestly,
Oh,
though,
yes.
when I go to a store to buy beer now, I pretty much am exclusively German beers.
I'm the same way, man.
They're often carbonated.
They're very well
And
made.
they're occasionally sour.
And oddly enough,
And they're never mead.
No,
They're never mead.
And they're usually really
ridiculously
cheap.
affordable.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
It's amazing, like how good of a German beer you get, and you get a 6-pack of it, and it comes to like $14.
You can
And
buy
get,
it-
like a mix of 6 of like American beers, and it's like $25 to $40.
You could get a 6-pack of Lowenbrow for like $9. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
See, now this one
You
is
can get some
substantial
fresh
amount
Kolsch.
carbonated.
Oh, all day.
So this one,
Of course, I love good.
It's the best kind of beer.
But we don't get, well, it's, you just gotta get fresh.
We don't get great Kolsch's. It's true.
That's why.
I'm glad we opened this one. All right, let me
Yeah.
tell us what we're drinking. So this one is a saison,
That's pretty.
co-fermented with
a pretty beer.
unpasteurized cider,
Okay.
partially red wine barrel aged.
Red.
Oh, that's beautifully.
Alright, this is gonna sound weird. Popcorn?
Well, it's got a little bit of that popcorn flavor
it's got
smell.
It does. Which is this the not popcorn, but it's the butter.
Is it the butter or the popcorn? Which one we smell? I haven't
No,
smelled it.
it's
I haven't
like-
smelled
it's
it.
not really-
Actual
Not
popcorn.
so not the butter.
It's not the butter.
The actual
Yeah,
popcorn.
It is a little.
So DMS and CO2? Maybe? I don't know.
No, I don't think this is DMS.
You got that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. That's weird, man.
We need it.
That's not bad.
Not as a ding, as a.
No, it's very interesting.
This
Yeah.
one still
Yeah.
does have a little bit of diacetyl in it. You can taste it. It has like a corniness and
No, that's
butter.
Slight diacetyl. Yeah.
And I know that this yeast is probably going to eat
Definitely
through
slight
that
diacetyl.
in time.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
wondering
Oh
how
yeah, I
old
just
this
got
one
that.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it was
It's also hard going out.
yeah.
Like a slip and slide in my tongue. I can feel it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, now I get the. Now I
Mm-hmm.
get the
Slimy.
I know he's probably.
I don't think it's enough to
But you know
ruin
what?
the beer,
It's
though.
not
yeah.
off-putting, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right.
No,
I
no,
like
not to the point where
I like
it's-
this one a lot better than the other one.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah,
I
like I said, I'm wondering how this one will do with more age too, because usually those flavors get eaten out by the bacteria that are in
Crazy. Are we still doing
It's fine.
beer? Kids. Okay.
there.
Yeah.
What? What are we doing? Huh? What? Where are we at? Shit, I don't know.
So
The
what
yeast
is-
really
what was
goes
the
to
question?
town on the
What's in here again?
This was what's the text message? There it is. Saison co-fermented with unpasteurized cider, partially red barrel wine aged. Red wine barrel aged.
For all the things you just said, it's very subtle.
It is. Like I'm not getting a lot of barrel.
I,
I'm not
I
getting a lot of red
wonder.
wine.
I wonder if the two.
I like those.
Yeah, I wonder if they red wine barrel from that.
What's that?
I wonder if the two were mixed up by.
It's funny if they were labeled, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know they were. Labeled,
Unless you
but
told me
like-
the wrong number, this is 1236.
Nobody would ever get their label in.
This one was.
Never happens. Never happens.
Can't
Well,
happen.
This was 123B.
No, 1236 or 123B maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
My
1236
phone
is
is
fair. That's fine.
Yeah, I would
Yeah, I
guess
don't
that
get
this,
red wine and I don't get barrel.
I would guess this would be the more of a white wine.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It seems like.
How
But
many
I
times
get
has this
that.
barrel been used?
Yeah, I get that.
probably a lot.
I would guess the.
And it's only partially red wine barrel aged, so I would say that it was probably blended together with some, or it was only aged very shortly.
Gotcha.
So I would say this is more.
It doesn't
I
have the
do.
color either.
It does.
Yeah.
It does have like a flavor, like it has a little bit of cider in there.
Yeah.
It does have the
Yeah.
color of
The
it.
color wouldn't necessarily
Get the
true
cider.
though.
So I get a little.
Why does it smell like that, though?
Why does it smell like
Why
popcorn?
does it smell like popcorn?
I find that. You guess, well, maybe because it's sniffing it, but
I think it's.
the popcorn smell has kind of dissipated.
I think it's diacetyl that just happened to eat through it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was.
Oh, I get it. I
think
get that
it's
on the
weird.
tongue.
Yeah.
There's second.
I think this one in another
Size?
year or so, I think this will actually
Drink.
be better.
It's good
Better
drink.
beverage.
Yeah, I like this. This isn't bad at all.
Yeah. The wet
I
stuff.
like the carbonation level too.
Like I
I
said,
mean,
everything you said, I thought this was gonna just be like a slap you in the face kind of beer, but it's very subtle. And
No.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is
Good job, Kirk.
yeah. Thank you.
Big homie
You guys
Kirk.
do good ones.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and after you let it like breathe a little bit too, it actually gets better. Because that butteriness from the diacetyl kind of feeds off. Which you would know anyway.
Oh,
He doesn't. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
no, I don't.
So we have a BJCP certified judge in our club who he just can't detect diacetyl. It could be a diacetyl.
That's how Jimmy
bomb.
is, yeah.
Jimmy-
Can't taste it.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Brian comes over here all the time.
Oh.
You know, yeah.
We're not afraid.
Check the description below for his address.
Yep.
Hey,
Doxing.
bad press is still good press.
Dox his ass.
Yeah, man, he comes
He's an
over.
amazing
Like,
judge, yeah.
he comes over all the time at like 6:45.
That's
We
true.
close at 7. And he comes over, and Fish will be like, "Hi, Brian." And then I'll be driving by at like 8. And
The lights are still on.
You know, Blaze used to do that to me all the
I
time,
know.
but
Yeah.
he would bring in a bottle of gin or a bottle of whiskey
And
and
he
like
blunts,
all
so
the
that would be
fixings.
like-
Huh?
Then I'm sure he wants.
No,
No.
it isn't.
It's
Oh,
completely
okay.
different.
Oh, good.
So you bring him in, and then you'd set him down, and it will be right at closing, and we'd be there for 4 or 5 hours, just me and him drinking away.
You know, Blaze. You know,
Yeah.
Blaze brought last time.
What?
Eggs.
Oh,
Pickled eggs. It's
Oh, yeah, we were
delicious.
at Tonewood.
Yeah.
He like, came over for
The interesting
the big
thing
brew
about it,
day.
yeah.
Do you know Blaze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Blaze. Yeah, everyone knows Blaze.
Hey.
So he brings his fermented products as well. So
So he
it's
calls
appreciated.
me.
Very appreciated.
It was the big brew day. So you guys canceled at 6 o'clock at night. 6, 7, 6, 6,
Maybe
7.
an 8. I don't know.
Yeah. I just got the text. Like, all right, want to hear posters only doing stuff. So I did. And then the next morning, maybe I was hungover. Maybe I just didn't want to hang out with people. Maybe I was just being antisocial.
Oh,
I
you
can't
guys were
remember.
working that
Oh yeah, it was right.
Working,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you were
So
drinking
I was
like
very
crazy.
social, and then I was like, all right, get out of my house. I had enough because we started working at like 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings. I was like, all right, go. I was like, I get my kids at 3 o'clock. like, I have a 2-hour window of relaxing.
So sweet,
And I
so
sit on
sweet.
the couch and my phone rings and it's Blaze.
You gotta answer.
And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, like,
He expressed the gladness of like how we were done with the game. He was ready to like sit and chill. And then I get a text message like, "Oh, Blaze just texted me."
Yeah, he's like,
And
"Come back."
Then I get another text message of him in the bar with
Yeah.
Blaze and a bunch of pickled eggs. And then like 5 hours goes by, and then I get a text message of him in his house with like 10 other people, all just drinking away.
My kid's asleep in the bed. It's like, "Ah."
I'm already asleep in bed. He's like, "Yeah, it's too late."
It's very few people that can be like, you're gonna come out. And Blaze is one of those guys. He's like, hey, I've got like 75 pickled eggs. I'm like, I don't know.
How do you say no to that?
They were barbecued
I'm
pickled
vegan.
eggs.
I can't even say no
Yeah,
to
right?
that. I just
Oh.
want to sit there and watch you eat 75 pickled eggs.
We tried.
From his very
We
quickly.
tried.
Yeah.
He's a great dude.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is
I'm glad you acquired it.
Well, yeah. I'm glad you did too, but now I can come and hang out with him.
Was it a trade? Did you get him in a shit? Did you get him in a trade or like
You're a
what?
free agent, I
I mean, he's still in Aliens too.
I believe Blaze is an honorary member of every club. Yeah.
I'm surprised he just never joined you until the,
I assumed he was part of your club.
Yeah, no, just like a couple months ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He made a lot of friends.
Really good.
Very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly.
He always does.
Canadian Blaze.
So it's 8:43.
Got time for one more beer.
Should we have one more? Should we roll?
Oh, yeah, we'll wrap it up.
We actually have a beer that we co-brewed together.
Yes, that's what we need to
Oh,
wrap
yeah,
up.
bring that.
Who cold beer?
It is
Who co-brewed the beer?
non-meat.
Yeah.
Who says, hey Fish, if you're watching, let us know in the comments right now if we should do the dishes.
This is a.
It's the only chance you have.
That's what we know.
Only Jersey on it, man.
We do need cups.
We might need.
Lucian's blessing.
Because this is definitely a more sensitive.
What is this?
all
What
out
do we?
We did. This is the beer we probably should have started with. So actually, I'll start by saying that in our club, we it's been about 2 years since we've had this, but we do a last brewer standing competition. So this is a bracket where
So it's really drunk.
Well,
not
yeah, but
last
unrelated to
competition.
this.
Yeah,
I mean, we get drunk all the
They're
time.
all
Last
drunks.
person
Yeah. that's fine.
standing. I thought.
Yeah, no, it's not like we're doing shot. We do it over the beer, but
I see the last person still in the.
Jimmy, your mic's
All
on.
right, I got it.
so he's the one who warned us about.
So it's bracketed, it's head-to-head, brewer
Still on, man.
against brewer. Yeah, you're working team, and they pull a style out of a hat, and you against you brewing this style, judged.
Wow, that's great.
So we just had our first round in our competition. Matt and I decided to team up, and we pulled a Irish Red Ale.
Oh.
So we're bringing our Irish Red Ale that we brewed for the
What a
competition.
great style to pull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, it's okay.
I don't know
It's
that
just
you
really
ever-
boring.
Very strict. Yeah, very
I haven't brewed
rigid.
an Irish Red in 10 years. I think it was
Yeah.
the very first beer I ever brewed, and I never brewed it again.
Yes.
So it's a 5-gallon batch.
5 gallon.
We did a 5-gallon batch.
So
Yeah.
how
You
much,
don't have to.
how much roasted barley do you use?
So actually,
Yes. This is
None.
I'm not. Let's
This
play
is
guess,
the-
guess
this
the
thing
recipe
is
game, right? Because
Yeah.
typically an Irish Red would be what? Basically.
A little bit of roasted barley and just to get the color red and just some pale malt and a little bit of crystal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do we do? None of those things.
No,
Well,
no roasted.
there's crystal.
There's-
and there's actually
There's a little bit.
yeah. So
Well, you
I
only need
was-
a little bit, but it gives you that red hue that you want.
Yeah,
we're,
sure,
We're,
sure.
we're going to
We're
look
more
at
than
this.
words.
We're going to look at the
You want
end.
to tell us after we drink it?
Yeah. We
Okay.
can
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
let's try and.
We're just trying to fill dead air while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy's
I mean, at least he's not burping and running the water while the mic is on. So we're making
so we went with a
progress.
very, I would say, non-traditional recipe.
Yeah.
It's hopped traditionally,
Okay.
but the malt bill was a little bit different because
Okay.
I know both of us we kind of felt the same
So
way.
funnel East Kent Gold.
Actually,
Challenger. Oh, yeah.
Easy.
East Kent Gold. Is this straight up East Stage roll?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
That's good. It's plenty good.
Because
And
hop
it
is
was-
not the important part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So.
but we wanted to kind of change the malt bill, and so it's a little. I think it's a little change on the malt bill.
Should I put rye in there?
It's a huge change.
No.
Right now.
Love it. Everything. Put it in everything.
Well,
Tastes like
I
toast.
agree. I love rye, but the other malt that I put in there is another malt that I absolutely love. So
Glasses are hot.
Oh, that's good.
That's what you want. You want the foam. We need foam.
nothing like a hot Irish man.
Look how you sit down, you're like, glasses are hot.
They're very hot.
We don't have cold water. It's a
Well,
whole.
I mean, it's clean, right?
It is
You can't
clean.
clean stuff with cold water.
I mean, with soap,
Well,
soap
I was
and
gonna
clean.
say
Yeah,
with-
you know, yeah.
Depends on how
With
long.
OBW, actually, you probably can.
You
Well,
sure
You
could.
can't afford that shit.
It's only for sales, not for you. Yeah,
We
yeah.
have Dawn.
You guys can't afford a proper table cover, so I guess.
Oh,
No, I can't.
this would cover one whole table, not two.
Actually.
Well, it's sideways. That's the problem.
No, it's
Oh, one
definitely
whole
over there.
I got room. I got room over here.
In all fairness, it is 2 tables.
Do you guys like my prison stripe?
That's right.
I do. It was
It's
nice.
it's
View-
new for this year.
Alright,
Last
you wanna
last
give that to
year.
Anthony?
Viewers, we want you to vote on what you like better, the
So it's
watermelon
Irish-
tablecloth or the
It's an
prison
Irish
table.
red.
Was that cheers? Are you sharing?
Sure.
I mean, you just said hold next to
Yeah,
them.
I think everything can look right at the glasses.
Okay, so yes, I see a little bit more of a
little more orange.
The warm glass really adds to
Yeah, you get all the smells. Yeah.
You get a toasty.
But I'll tell you what, the smell is right there. It's got that nice malty smell to it.
That's great. The collaboration just you two?
Yeah. So we explained our.
It's missing a little sweetness. It's a little dry.
It did ferment very well.
I
kept
can
saying,
tell that.
I was like, is it going to stop? And at some moment, it just kept going.
And there's the lack of the amount of traditional crystal malt.
Yeah, so you don't need the body as much.
And
We mashed it a little bit high.
We mashed it a little hot. We tried to mash. I did
You
use
want to mash higher.
We used Imperial Darkness.
That's a beast that is going to eat for some.
Yeah, so that might have been the problem.
Yeah,
Because
it's hard to be the better one to go for that.
we went with Darkness and
Better, you know.
it kicked ass, obviously.
Yeah.
So part of us going into this, neither of us are huge fans of Irish Red. So we also wanted to make a beer that we wanted to actually
Sure.
drink 5
Yeah,
gallons
yeah.
of once we gave our 2 bottles to the competition.
Yeah.
It's really, well, fuck it, let's make something at least we want to drink.
Yeah.
Let's say, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what you did.
No, the show is cut off. The show's over now. Say what you want. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Quick,
Alright,
add
so
the meat.
you want to go through the grist?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember I had it on my
So,
phone just but-
Basically, it's not your traditional Irish Red grist, right? So it's Vienna, it's Munich,
I thought so.
it's a very little bit of Marisol, it's very Marisotter. It's a little bit of crystal.
It's a low crystal.
On the
Just a
like
little
5%.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a small bit. A tiny bit of roasted malt
Yeah.
to give the. We
Try to
didn't
get the
maybe a little bit more
Yeah.
to give it the redness.
We didn't get the red color. I think that's
Also, we're drinking through glasses, which will
Yeah.
typically, so, yeah.
Yeah, but you can tell it doesn't have that red hue. It's got a very
It's a
orange.
word. It's got the
It's an
Munich.
ambery, yeah. But I think that's because of, well, Marisol and the Munich. I think the Munich gave it, I don't know about you guys, but I love that Munich. I get that Munich. And that's one of my favorite
The
malts.
grassy maltiness.
Yeah,
So it's a German Irish, English, German English Irish.
I get a lot of English.
It's
Or
an all-inclusive drink.
Yeah, red's a European red.
No, it's great. It's very drinkable.
But it didn't pass the first round,
Oh,
so.
that's good.
So, yeah, we made it to the second round. Do you guys think for clarity?
A little gelatin. Oh, yeah.
Don't spill the beans.
As a vegetarian, I would never
I'm vegan.
say.
Well, it all drops out. You're not
So
drinking.
I was going to say that is, I mean, it is crystal
Yeah.
clear.
You're right. There's no gelatin in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I mean, if you, at the bottom, pull that, that European red yellow ale. Yeah.
But we made an Irish red that
Nobody's sad.
I would say
The beer's
all
fine.
day.
It came out
Super drinkable.
I like it.
That's it's great beer. I think to style, there's definitely misses.
I get more English brown than Irish
I mean,
red.
it's still very enjoyable. So
Keenly aware of that.
It's fun beer.
yeah.
I would not put this in a BJCP cup.
No, they'd laugh at it. They'd be like, "Get the
Probably
fuck out of here."
Yes.
I have to say the warm glass situation is made all beer.
Well, it's the kind of beer you don't want ice cold anyway.
Good job,
Thanks
Yeah.
for briefing me before the show.
Let's do a bit, you know? Yeah.
But that's gonna be a new trend.
No, but like seriously, what's a warm beer?
Warm beer, yeah.
It would be like a dim sum beer tray.
It's just a boiling pot in the middle of the table. You just dip your glasses in there and then you
I
pour.
want
I hate
the
this.
sugar shell at the top of my beer.
I hate everything about this.
So that's still warm beer.
Yeah, that's the future. Yeah.
Not that much.
So, any last words? Did you guys have any fun at all? Was there any fun to be had?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a great night. yeah.
Do you guys have any events that people need to know about coming up?
Don't think it.
Put them on the spot.
Our next meeting will be the first Tuesday in June. Where is our next meeting?
That is a good question.
Somewhere it is posted on the website, and my phone, which was confiscated by these.
Right on.
the phone.
But if you our Facebook page and what we mentioned earlier, our website, it will tell you where our meetings are at.
Yeah.
And what's
That's a
on
reminder of
meetings.
members that if you go to the webpage, you can find them.
And the meeting's open to anyone, right?
Yeah, actually, you know what, that's a great point. Thank you for saying that because even if you haven't joined or paid your membership dues, just show up, come to a meeting, see if it's about something that you'd like to consider, and just introduce yourself, bring a sample. We pass around beers.
Or if you
feedback.
or even if you haven't brewed yet, just come to the meeting, taste some homebrew, meet some
See
people.
what the hobby's
Yeah,
about.
I mean, it's like when it all comes down to it, the membership dues are really just for so you enjoy this, so you can keep it happy.
Perpetuate.
Yeah, exactly. So like go there, figure out
Membership
if
and
you enjoy it.
t-shirts, anything like that? Is there
You
hiring?
have the opportunity for
To
t-shirts,
buy a
which
t-shirt.
are available for sale on our web store.
You don't have to be a member to buy
We have
one.
a surplus of
Anyone can
birthday
buy
t-shirts.
one. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take one.
Okay, there's
Whatever
available
else
on
there
our
are.
web store.
Take one on the website.
As well as the Big Brew Day glasses,
Awesome.
which have the logo on one side and Big Brew Day on the other.
They're actually pretty great.
Did you put a date on there?
We did not.
Good thinking.
2022.
Well, it's like the very big.
Oh, you did put the year?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, because I just had a clean. I'll save it for later. But
you
that's,
have to have the whole code. You have to have,
I get it, but yeah. All right.
Show up at a meeting, find out if it's for you, learn about the hobby. It's. I joined the club, in fact, exactly 10 years ago yesterday. And I joined because I was, I started with a kit my wife gave me for Christmas. Like 3 kits later, extra kits. I went to All Grain, but I was doing it by myself. And then I found this club just by Googling it. And I've made some of my best friends. I've been an active officer for almost 8 years.
You jumped right in.
He does carry
You're
a
like, you're like, I'm taking this name.
No, it's just like such a cool group of
Yeah, no, it is.
nerdy
No, yeah,
beer
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And like really fun, cool, nice, welcoming people that just really want to share the
People
science
like
and
to
fun
get drunk together
and beer.
without drama.
That is
Yeah, and that's what it is.
And we do, and we have some fun events. Like now with COVID coming to hopefully, it may always be with us, but the other thing that we do, we have a lot of different events. One of the fun events that we do is a bus trip. So we'll charter a nice big, touring bus
with bathrooms.
with
Yes.
bathrooms.
Don't poop in
The bus trips
there.
are legend.
We tour a bunch of breweries. We've gone as far as Connecticut and to Baltimore.
OEC in Connecticut.
We spend a whole day as a bottle share on the bus, and then we get off. It's a 16 bottle share.
Woo.
And then we visit some breweries and we get back, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
I'm excited to get back to having bus trips. Well, we have Big Brew Day, we have Learn to Homebrew Day. We just do meetups sometimes. So June 18th, we're going to do a meetup at Human Robot.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Come over and get a milk tube.
They have regular beers too if you want. Yeah.
Regular beer.
And some great
You
lagers.
get 4 milk tubes for the price of 1 beer.
Can you though?
Just
Yeah.
inform.
Which equals
Meetup.
quarter.
Yeah, you're still not winning. Get 1 milk too.
It's more fun.
It's just a really good group of people
Yeah.
that nerd out on beer. And
I probably definitely want to show up at a Human Robot one. That's actually
June 18th.
June
pretty close to
18th.
my house. Well, I may not. June 18th, I may be over here. I am moving to Oakland.
Oh, you are moving
I
over?
just moved to Hatton Township.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 28 Ridgeway.
I don't care. I live in Gloucester Township. I live in Gloucester
Well, I used to
Township.
live out in Chemung, which is like
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
far from every.
I'm aware,
Leave in
yes.
the comments below if you want their address.
Yeah. If you hate
I'll
Hatton
keep my
Township
address.
too, let us
No,
know.
seriously, can you guys maybe after and when you get back, go on the Facebook, go on the YouTube. And
We'll put
leave
some links.
comments for the actual websites.
Yeah, we'll put some
and
links
if
in.
you have, well, you can just
Yeah.
how do you do that way? That way, you know.
We'll actually probably-
check it out tomorrow.
We'll put some
We'll,
links.
email them to us too, so we can get Trish to put them on the descriptions.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I mean, I have. Yeah.
Do it again.
But yeah, I mean, if members can kind of start fluttering some links in there,
Yeah,
and
great.
strong up some stuff. Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, so that was great to have you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for having us. Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
thanks for joining
2
in.
minutes.
we'll see you next time, next month, same bat channel,
Different
Same
back
beer channel.
Beer
Come
channel.
on.
same beer channel.
Good night, everybody.
Thank
Good night.
you.